A couple hours later, I've got all that paint stuff off of the grout. Doesn't that grout look a lot better now? Look at that. And then I cleaned off along there, the top, and up in there to try to give it some similarity, because I'm trying to keep the grout exposed all the way around it. It's kind of tricky to do when you get ready to paint a bathroom and the bathroom's 17 years old. You've got to look at the grout lines around there and decide, has the old paint got so far in the grout line? Should you paint the entire grout lines all the way around your bathtub enclosure, or clean off some and keep the grout, or what? But see, on this back wall, when they installed the tile, they installed the tiles up kind of tight to the ceiling. And so there's not much grout showing there. And when they installed the grout, in certain areas, there's not much grout up there. Where can I find you a piece? Like right in there. Look at that. See, there wasn't much grout up there because the tile was cut up there so tight. And there's more right there. I can only get it so good up there. See, it's just suspect, isn't it? Look at that. It's all the way through, and it's like, that is awful. So even if I tried to paint the grout from initial, it still wouldn't look right along there. It would look all cattywampus and things missing, you know. I want it to look like this up here. Okay, so what can I do about that? From afar, you don't really see that. And you could leave it if you want. It's up there at the top. Well, what I'm going to do is, I happen to have some grout that happens to be about that same color. And later on down the road, I'm going to mix a little bit up, and I'm going to take a putty knife and I'm going to kind of spooge it in there and make that all nice and pretty. Take a rag or take a sponge and make that line look all nice up to the existing painted ceiling. So that's something I'm going to end up doing later on to get this bathroom looking 100%, you know. Hey, when I do a job, I want to do it to the best of my ability. And whoever painted this last time, they just didn't care about it, you know. They were in a rush and they needed to get going, and so they just painted over the existing ceiling, and then they left it. And then you saw that paint. If you hadn't watched the other videos before this, take a look back and see how this looked before I started painting, during me painting it and cleaning off the paint, the new white paint. See, I even put masking tape up there, and I was going to do the best I could with trying to cut that in without cutting it in like a professional. Even had I have cut it in like a professional, there still would have been paint on that grout lines. And because you're not a professional and you don't know how to cut in, you can still get it looking like this. If you get a little bit of paint on there, leave it, let it dry for a couple days, and then clean it off with a little screwdriver, a putty knife, and a damp sponge, and you'll get it off. Okay? All right, so enough of that. I'm onward. What else do I have to do in this bathroom? Yes, I have to cut in all the walls, and that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm not going to put any masking tape up there or anything like that. This is all freehand stuff all the way around. This color right up next to the grout line. See how nice and straight that grout line is, and how nice and clean that grout line is? Because I spent some time, cleaned it all off from the old paint that was on there. And it's going to look good when I get all done, but I'm going to have to cut in the wall to that grout line. Cut in the wall up to the ceiling. Okay? Cut in up against the door jamb. Cut in around the toilet, cut in around the baseboard down here, okay? And that has grout line on there too, and it looked pretty good, so I cleaned that off, made sure that was all nice and straight, so I have to cut in around that. I've got to cut in around the cabinet, around the edges, cut in around the countertop edge, and the backsplash. I'm going to take those cover plates off, then I have to cut in around the door frame. Cut in, cut in, cut in. That's all I'm going to be here for the next couple hours, is a cut in fool. Because I want this to look good. And of course, I'm going to use my cut in paintbrush. It's at an angle, it's just a little one, and it's got a rubber handle on there. I can hold this, well, I'm right-handed, here we go. I can hold it like that, I can hold it like this, I can hold it like this. However you feel, you can cut in with it, and you want something with an angle so you can get into the corners and everything. You'll get good with it if you just practice a little bit and start figuring out how to do your painting around your house. Hey, the first couple of jobs you do, it's not going to be as good as your next ones. You just get better and better as you go. Watch my different painting videos. I've got a whole slew of painting videos on my YouTube channel. Go to my main YouTube channel page, click on playlists, and then scroll down to painting. And every painting video I've ever put up on my channel will be there. Hey, learn as you go. Watch those videos. If you really want to start saving some money and do things yourself, I'll show you how to do it. Don't worry. And am I a professional painter? No, but when I get done with the job, it looks like I'm a professional, and I can teach you too. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more